a Sig Eats. Today we're going to be eating Angel Food pumpkin cake, which is a great alternative at this time of year to pumpkin pie. This recipe we're going to make today is really as simple as 1, 2, 3. You're going to need 2 ingredients. You're going to need to turn on the oven to 350 degrees, and then you're going to cook it for anywhere from 25 to 40 minutes depending on the size of the pan. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm literally going to put the Angel Food cake in here, and it's just an store-bought Angel Food cake mix. And I'm literally, the only thing I'm going to put in there is I'm going to put in a can of pumpkin. Okay? Now if you prefer to like get real pumpkin and actually like food process it yourself, you can do that. But you know me, I'm all into the quick and easy. Okay? So, of course, as usual, I like to find some fun facts to share with you about pumpkin. So, did you know that actually the first time the word pumpkin was used was actually in the Walt Disney World movie Cinderella? Prior to that, it was actually known in English as pompions. So, isn't that kind of a wild and crazy thing? Some other things about pumpkin that you may or may not know is that pumpkins are 90% water, and so it makes them a great low-calorie food. Okay. Now I'm going to warn you, it's going to take a little while, don't know if you can see, to actually really mix this up, and you're going to feel like it's going to be too dry, but I promise it's going to be just fine. Okay. You're also going to notice that there's going to be a funny texture to the actual batter, but that's okay. That's what's going to make it light and airy. Okay. Some other things you might want to know about pumpkin is that it's actually a fruit. It's part of the cucumber family, and so people often think of it as a vegetable, but really it, along with tomatoes and cucumbers, are actually a fruit. Back in the United States, about 1.5 billion pounds of pumpkin are produced every year, and the top producing states are Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and California. All right. Once it's fully mixed, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, this is a completely normal texture. It's fine. It's just the baking soda reacting with the pumpkin. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab the baking pans that we're going to use today. I'm actually going to make more like a pie out of it, and then also some cupcakes. Okay. Okay, so grab my pan, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a good spray so that it doesn't stick. I don't always like to use the little baking cups because sometimes I find they stick. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put about a tablespoon into each of these cupcakes. Okay. And you can see this is a really simple recipe. You literally, it takes less than 5 minutes to actually go from opening everything to throwing everything in the oven. And the great thing about this is that each cupcake or slice of cake has approximately 100 to 150 calories depending on the size. And that's actually a big savings in relation to your pumpkin pie, which has about 320 calories per slice. So on Thanksgiving, you really can have your cake and eat it if you go this way. And the other really good thing is this is completely fat-free, made like this, because we didn't add any oil, we didn't add any eggs. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and keep putting this out in the pan. I'm going to stick it in the oven for 350 degrees, and when it's ready, I'll pull it out and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so I went ahead and took the cake and the cupcakes out of the oven, and I put them on a board. And so you have a couple of options here. You can just keep it as is, okay? Or you can, instead of using frosting, if you want to keep it low calorie, try to use the marshmallow topping. So the one that comes in the jar and you can just spread that. That's a much better low calorie option. Or you could just drizzle some caramel sauce or chocolate sauce or something along those lines. So I'm going to go ahead and just drizzle a little bit of chocolate. Of course, because I'm the dietitian, I went ahead and chose sugar-free. And it's probably fat-free too. And we'll just do a little drizzle. Okay, and I actually had to microwave this just a little bit to make sure it was. Okay, so you get the idea. So again, thank you for joining us in Sig Eats, and I hope you enjoy. Happy Thanksgiving.